assistive device that I created is a self-feeding assistive device. I call it the Handy Feeder. So this is kind of what it looks like up close. This device can help those that have difficulties with prehension and with little to no endurance when it comes to grasping objects or little to no hand strength. I made this device with my grandma in mind, knowing that she has difficulty grasping onto the handles of smaller objects, especially utensils, but also things like her toothbrush, the handle of her hairbrush, and other things like that with smaller handles. So I wasn't sure if there was something like this particular device on the market already, but I do know that they have a device called the Universal Cuff, and what that does is it's a piece of material that wraps around the top of the hand and through the palm area, and it has the Velcro, and there's an area in there for you to insert objects such as utensils, either a pen, toothbrush, handle of a hairbrush, things like that. So the way this works is there is the widened grip for the client to be able to grab onto, and then it comes up and around, and this area rests on the top of the wrist. This particular device was made for a right-handed person. The spoon also is adjustable, so you can have a shorter spoon, a longer spoon, whatever works best for the client. And there's a couple different ways that this can be put on and taken off. So the first one is you can put the hand through it, and then it rests on the wrist. You got it grasped. And the second way is, depending on the amount of control that the client has, you can put the device on the hand. So the hand doesn't actually have to do any of the movement. So you just kind of wrap it up, put it on, and there you go. The material is really sturdy. It's not bendable. It's not going anywhere. And the client, they don't have to grip it too tight. Here we go. And the other thing is the reason they don't have to grasp it too tight is there is the control of the thumb. So even if they let go, the device is not going anywhere. So there is that device. I know we didn't have to make a second device, but I had a little bit of thermoplastics left over. The second device I also made with my grandma in mind. So this is what it looks like. It's a little cup looking thing, and I attached a pop socket to it. So what this device does is it helps with the ability to take medications, vitamins, anything like that. I know my grandma has a hard time cupping her hand to be able to take the medication. So this is what this looks like. You put the medication in the center of it, and you go ahead and take it. So with this one, it also has on either side, it has a lip. And with it being on the pop socket, it can swivel. So if one side doesn't work, the other side they can easily adjust to whatever angle they prefer. So I have my two devices. I have the second one. I haven't quite come up with a name for it yet. And then I have my self-feeder, assistive self-feeder, which is the one that I made for this project. So here, two devices, self-feeder and the device that helps with medication.